the past 50 years, black music from America has played a large part in various youth cultures across Britain. In the early 70s, the golden era of 60s soul became a lifestyle for an informed few in the north of England. What started as a strictly underground movement quickly spread by word of mouth, and unlike other youth cultures, managed to avoid the attention of the national press. Today, 35 years after the northern soul scene developed from its mod roots, its strongest following is arguably in London, with new club nights opening weekly.
Well, northern soul was working class music. It was the Motown of the North. That's what it was.
We came across northern soul dancing, the specialty in the dancing. We were all just taken aback because we thought we were cool.
Playing the usual glam rock, you know, Gary Glitter, Slade, all that stuff. And then these guys went up and hands the DJ a handful of sevens, and out comes this music. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was woof, and the vocals belting out, and I thought, Christ, this is soul, but I've not heard it like this before. And then they started dancing, you know, spinning about flips. I'm like, fucking hell, Ken. You know, I fancy some of that. I'm bound to get a shag up and do all that.
For 20 years, northern soul was the north of England's best-kept secret. Its followers danced all night to America's unwanted soul records at venues like the Wigan Casino and Manchester's Twisted Wheel. The vast dance halls and ballrooms of the north provided the space for a unique dance style to develop.
Oh, it didn't happen in London because London was too cool. You can't sweat. Cool, you know, the guy comes in his, you know, his fabulous silk suit and stands at the bar. He ain't going to get his medallions out and start doing handstands, is he? No, he's there to show you he's important. You know, up north we don't give a shit who's important. We just want a tune. Give us the tune, son. Let's get on with our dancing. You know, and nobody cared. Nobody cared what anybody looked like.
The Twisted Wheel in Manchester was probably the first acknowledged northern soul club, which actually was going in the early 60s, but by the late 60s was playing the old mid-60s records, sort of rare danceable soul records. And that was, I think that was a dark basement club, you know, right, your typical seedy nightclub. So only probably held, I don't know, 300 people. So, you know, again, it was very much the in-crowd thing. Only a few people knew about it, but a real buzzing atmosphere down there. And later on, the wheel closed, of course, and Northern Soul ironically got more popular as the Twisted Wheel closed.
Northern Soul as a sound grew out of clubs all over the country, primarily the Twisted Wheel in Manchester, with certain Midlands clubs like the Catacombs and the Chateau Impney in Droitwich as well at the same time. Blues and Soul journalist Dave Godding came up north, visited the Wheel, and wrote an article called Soul of the North, and he then adopted the term Northern Soul, meaning the soul music that was being played at that time in the north of England. It was really Motown-esque soul, because now it's probably got more of a following in London than it has got anywhere else. Its two big strongholds are Manchester, the northwest, and London.
I looked for a venue that would really be right for Northern Soul music. Wigan Casino was the actual place I went to. But luckily I had a young manager called Mike Walker who'd seen that the tail end of the 60s and early 70s, it was hard to attract the crowds again there, and probably thinking, well, if we can put something on late at night without affecting normal business, we'll have a go at it. So September 21st, 1973, we started the all-nighters.
As you walked in, you were just presented with this huge, huge room, all musical style, big balcony all the way around, and then just chairs all round the bottom, and a huge dance floor and a big stage right at the back.
And it was, you know, a sea of folk dancing, but every fucker was in time to the music, you know, and there was these boys spinning, and then guys going up the walls, flipping side splits, and everyone was whoosh, clapping in time to the music. I'd never seen anything like it. It was just like, whoa, what have I come into, you know?